lights dim, this game time. Interview sharp, cut through like a shank line. Stick lounge, stories unfold, real and raw. From hustlers to dreamers, breaking laws with a claw. Flow warriors, capturing life's conflicts. Sitting across legends, tales flick like black pics. Drop bars, not mics, knowledge, it rains. From the streets to the beats in every vein. Stick lounge.
All right, Stick Lounge Podcast back in the house. How's everybody doing today?
What up? What up? What's going on, man?
Another day. You might be able to tell I'm a little nasally. You know, got a little something going on. I've been sleeping. I like to sleep cold, so I had the window open and a fan on in my room. Woke up this morning, I was a little dried out, so I feel fine. I sound a little different though. I can hear it.
You better quit hanging around Catwoman. She might have 99 disease.
Dude, I'm telling you.
From those kids.
Yeah, I know. She just started teaching at a elementary school. My daughter. And
that's all the diseases there.
That's what I just told you. 99 disease are a problem.
99 disease and not one for you. I don't know how you finish that.
Yeah, 99 disease, but all of them for you.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, she got something like the first day. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't feel bad, but
I'm sure, man.
I woke up this morning. I was like, throat was dry, nasal was dry. Like, oh man, took a lot of vitamin C though.
She's a carrier.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, let's jump into it. We have Pierre Blosse. How you doing?
Welcome.
Thanks for finally coming in. I know we talked about this a while back, but you wanted to kind of wait a little bit until it got closer to election time.
That's right.
Yeah. So you are running for City Council.
Des Moines City Council, position 5.
Position 5. Well, congratulations.
Keep 5 alive. Johnny number 5.
And there are some people that are running unopposed, but you are actually running against someone.
That's right. Yeah. And the end of the election is November 4th, a week and 2 days away. People already have their ballot. People are voting right now.
Okay.
But, most people are going to wait till the last few days.
All right, perfect. I will do what I will do with yours, because typically I put everything out in a week, but I will jump on this and get it edited and start getting shorts and everything out soon.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
I see your signs out on the side of the road and stuff like that. You know, I'm like, oh, there you go.
It's a lot of work. A campaign, printing the sign, designing the sign, printing the signs, putting them everywhere you can.
And don't they have a time limit on how long those can be up to?
10 days after the election.
10 days.
To be. And in fact, 10 days after the primary, too. People that lost the primary are supposed to take them out, and they're still out there, but they should take them out.
That's funny. What do they do if you don't? Is there a fine or something? Or
I don't know. I think the city's just going to come in and pick them up if you don't, but I will pick mine up.
They're just asking you to do it.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So let's dig into you a little bit. So you are not originally from Washington.
I am not.
Neither are we. Where'd you grow up?
In France. I was born in France, in Nantes. It's on the west coast, by the Loire Valley. If you guys are wine drinkers, no. White wine there. But I was young, so I didn't
I'll drink it,
there.
but I don't know a lot about it.
But I moved when I was 10 years old to California.
Okay.
My dad is a semiconductor engineer, designed computer chips.
Oh, wow.
And so going to Silicon Valley was the place to be in the world, and like that's the place he wants to be. So he moved the entire family. At the time, it was 5 kids and 6 cats and a dog and all the suitcases and everything. And then we moved to the U.S.
That's awesome. So you've been here since 10.
Yeah,
All
to
right.
California.
In California. Where'd you go from there?
California. So I was there, went to school there, went to UC Berkeley in California, and then went to Southern California for grad school.
Okay.
And then went to Des Moines, Iowa, out of all places.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Des Moines.
Yeah.
Des Moines to Des Moines.
And then I wanted to go back to the West Coast. I wasn't sure where. I wanted to go back to California, but it's super expensive there. So it was either Oregon or Washington State. So I took Autumn and we went to, Autumn's my partner. We went to Oregon for a few days and then to Seattle for a week, kind of see what we wanted to do and what we like most. And we like Seattle most. So we came here. We did not plan to go from Des Moines to Des Moines.
Just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah, it kind of worked out. I was looking for a place to rent, and then we found a place to rent a house like a half a mile away from here and close to the water, and we could walk to downtown, walk, all the shops here, and walk to the marina. And then we're like, oh, yeah, let's just rent here. And then we bought a house 2 years ago. So now we're going to stay here.
Fell in love with the area.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a great area.
Yeah, same here. We moved during COVID, and yeah, I know it was tough. It was rough. But I was working a lot at the time. I've told the story before, but my wife's like, you need to come see like where we live. And we came down to, the waterfront and the little main drag here. And I was like, I like this area.
Your wife is from here?
No, we're both from Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. So we moved out here in 2017 for my job. But then we lived in Renton originally, and then we moved to Des Moines. And I grew up in a real small town, so this is like my speed right here.
Yeah, it's not a big town.
No,
I can't say that.
no, this isn't your speed.
No,
Well, you're from
not my speed.
You're from the Big Easy,
Yeah,
right?
I'm from the Big Easy. Everything's alive, you know.
Did you grow up like how far off of like the main drag in New Orleans?
Right
were you?
about 50 minutes off the.
Oh, so you were in it.
Yeah, I was in it. Yeah.
See, I wanted you. My vision of you, I want you like in the swamp wrestling alligators, man.
I only go to the swamp when I got
alligators.
when I need to take a couple of voodoo dolls in there. Then I go to the swamp.
Yeah, you got some of those in the bar downstairs right now. Kind of getting scary down there. Some voodoo going on.
So anyway, Pierre, question: what made you decide to run for city council?
It's something I kind of always been interested in. Running a city sounds interesting. There's so many moving parts. It's a lot of different things to keep track of, and I thought that'd be kind of interesting. But as I moved here, as I have my family here, I have 2 young kids, and I want them to grow in a great city. And there's no one on the council that has young kids. And if I didn't run, there would be no one with young kids. And in 2 years with new election, maybe there wouldn't be anyone with young kids. So I kind of wanted to have more things that my kids care about, more playgrounds, more parks.
That's great, man.
More things for kids, and that's kind of what I want to focus on.
Yeah, I mean, you can sit around and complain about it not being more kid friendly or trying to do something about it, right?
That's right.
No, that's great. That's great. So I did a little diving into you a little bit.
Okay.
Not much, but so what's your day job?
So I'm the founder of Civic Scientific. It's a science company selling science and medical equipment.
Okay, gotcha.
I started that about 8 years ago. Real small. I had a job before. I have a biotech background. I used to work as a biotech project manager in Iowa, and I started doing that on the side. I found out that lab equipment, I've worked in labs for my whole life, my whole career, and they're expensive. And I thought, well, and there's not that many suppliers out there. So I thought maybe I'll try to do that. I started selling little micropipettes, you've seen those things, and like CSI and all. Started selling that. That sold really well. And then I sold other products, freezers, incubators, water bath, and then it became bigger and bigger. And then after I moved here, I had done it for about 8 years, and I decided to sell the business earlier this year.
Yeah.
I found an investment company in Boston that bought all the assets and the business.
All right.
But we're transitioning now. It's going to take a few years to transition everything away. So I'm no longer day-to-day on it. But well,
hey, congratulations, man.
Yeah, that was I'm glad I was able to get that done. Yeah.
I did see that you went to school, forgive me, I don't know a lot about it, but you're a scientist. You went to school for science, and then I saw you won an award from NASA.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it? Yeah.
I do my research, bro.
Yeah, that's good research. That's a hidden one.
It was go ahead and tell us about it. I
so
read
it was
about it.
A few years ago, NASA was looking for new ideas and technologies to enable a self-sustaining colony on Mars. And so instead of keeping things in the house where they all kind of know each other, they want to broaden it and ask the public, ask the world, all the scientists in the world, can you come up with new ideas to enable that? And the specific challenge was you have 6 colonists on Mars. What technology do you have that would enable it to be self-sustaining and they don't rely on Earth at all?
Right.
And so my idea was to use, I have science background, plant background, is to use a chlorella algae. It's a small single-cell algae. It grows everywhere. It's one of the fastest growing organisms in the world.
Yeah.
Grows in seawater and freshwater. And there's certain conditions, it'll make a starch inside its cell, which is very similar to flour starch. So like a bag of flour is 100% starch, more or less. Corn flour is also almost 100% starch. So it'd be basically the same thing. If you can grow it and it grows super fast and then purify it, you're left with a white powder, white flour, and then you can use it for pasta, bread, tortillas, all these things.
Right.
But it grows so much faster and in such smaller volume that you could actually feed a colony of 6 people in something that'd be smaller than this table.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you've seen The Martian, so he's trying to survive on Mars by himself. He's storing all these potatoes all around.
Potatoes, yep.
And that's just for one person.
Yeah.
If there were 6 people, it'd be a giant warehouse of it.
Right.
And he's struggling to do it. But with my technology, you just have something small, like a quarter of this table would do it.
So I read about that, and I saw that you wanted to keep moving forward. Did you get to do that?
Yeah. So after there was 700 people that applied for it or that submitted ideas, and I was one of the 3 winners. When I won, I was brought to NASA in Houston. I got to visit
Very
the
cool.
astronaut training facilities, and I got to speak to a lot of the scientists there, which is super cool.
Yeah, that is very cool.
I'm a space nerd, and so that was like
Right.
the highlight of everything.
No, that's awesome. Man.
Space nerd, UFO nerd over here.
Oh, I got some more questions too.
But and then they gave me we negotiated a license agreement where they used my technology in exchange for $5,000, and that's when I found out that $5,000 in science doesn't go really far. So I used
$4,000 in anything doesn't go very far anymore.
So I used $4,000 to try to make that work, and I made some progress. With Autumn, we baked some bread and some pies with the
so you did actually do it.
yeah, and you can eat it, and it's okay.
I was gonna say how'd it taste?
It's a little green and it needs more work. But then that's actually how I got the IVIC Scientific, my company founded, because I had $1,000 left. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna finish that with $1,000, so I got to pivot. Let's do something else. And that's the $1,000 of seed money to start my business.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
so
man.
that worked out really well.
Yeah.
And someday maybe we can still get that algae product to work.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fascinating. Like I said, I read up on it and I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Thanks. The licensing agreement, funny with NASA, it's a worldwide licensing agreement. I'm not a space lawyer, but I think Mars is not included in worldwide. So I don't think
there you
NASA
go.
actually has rights to it.
There you go. Hey, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Right?
After I won, I contacted the author of The Martian, Andy Weir. I just sent an email. I said, hey, since he was stranded with potato, look at my what I think we could have done instead. And he was really interested, and we kind of had a conversation.
That's cool.
His next book, if you read it.
I was going to say part 2.
Yeah. They're on the moon. They have a colony on the moon. And
Okay.
the poor people that can't afford anything else, they have to eat an algae sludge that doesn't taste good, but has the nutrients. And I'm like, that was maybe my little nugget of my idea there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. He owes you some royalties from that. So did you see, and we're going to dig more into city council, but I like to use these platforms so people can get to know you a little bit better. So I'm going to ask some questions I got. Did you see the photos, the images they had from Mars with they thought it might have been like algae marks on a rock. Did you see all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm very skeptical when they show things, because it's been many times in the past where, we've discovered life or something may be life, and it never turns out to be. So I don't know. Until I get real concrete proof, I'm not going to get my hopes up, but it would be so exciting to
It'd
find.
be pretty wild.
Yeah.
I just made the correlation when I was
crazy.
reading about your stuff, and I'm like, well, they just had that rock that they were thinking it could have been like algae, which would be life, which would be,
I mean, that'd be huge. Yeah. But
did you read about that, Ham?
No.
You don't get that in your news?
I don't have a clue what y'all talking
All right, I'm gonna throw you for one more loop. Then I want to see 3-eye atlas.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's probably not alien.
Yeah, right.
That's my thought.
It's done some wild stuff though, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. So it's this rock that came outside the solar system.
Interstellar, correct?
Yeah. So it's outside the solar system, zipping really, really fast.
Really fast.
And they found it through ATLAS, stands for
It's the telescope they found it.
yeah,
correct?
but the name is like Terrestrian Last Resort or something. It's like the last one you're going to find. If NASA is going to hit Earth, you're going to find a few days before from that ATLAS. And they found it a few months before. And they found this thing zipping through. And that's only the third object they've ever found coming outside the solar system.
Right. Remember, Oumuamua was one.
Yep.
And then I forget the name of the first one. Or was Oumuamua the
I
first
think
one?
Oumuamua was the first one.
And then
yeah.
there was the second one that was smaller.
Yeah,
right?
but this one's big.
This one's huge.
Yeah, it's really big.
I was like, what?
It's this giant rock coming out of nowhere, and it's zipping through. And so it passed.
You all right, man?
It kind of reminds me of the Lion King. You know him, and he knows you. I know nothing. You want to eat him, she want to eat you.
But well, anyways,
We're getting you educated right now.
Oh, that's right.
this giant rock,
This one down here, this one down here.
Oh, okay.
You're beating up your microphone.
this giant rock zipped past Mars, and
Yeah.
we as humans, we have a lot of different satellites. U.S. has, China I think has some, Saudi Arabia I think has some too, and so they put in all their telescopes on it,
Right.
to try to see what is that thing. And then the U.S. government was shut down, and so
Yeah.
NASA didn't release anything
wild,
for
right?
days. And it's like, oh no, what did they find?
Right.
And people are saying if we see it slow down by Mars, that's not natural. But it did not. It continued on, and
Well, right now it's behind the sun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's behind the sun, and Avi Loeb right? Avi Loeb is saying that it could be using the gravitational force of the sun to sling around and change its course and head towards Earth. Now, to be fair, Avi Loeb, I like Avi Loeb. He loves science. He loves to dig into the what if, right? And everybody takes what he says and they say, oh, he's saying an alien ship is coming. He's not saying that. He's just saying we should keep our ideas open to anything.
It's a small
right?
possibility that it's an alien spaceship coming to us. Probably not. But.
What do you think about that, Ham?
Idea, great idea.
I haven't really got to talk. I mean, I like this kind of stuff. I haven't really got to talk to anybody about it. So. But it did some really strange things that no other comets have done. The way it was outgassing, right? It was changing luminosity. I think it even changed colors at one point. Speed, didn't it change speed too?
Not on its own.
Not on its own.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But it's also only the third object we've ever seen coming outside the solar system.
Yeah.
So maybe it happens often, and we just have never. We didn't have the telescope. This is new telescopes that just came online.
Yeah. My guess is it's going to go right past us, and never. It is what it is, but it's always fun to look at and wonder, you know?
Oh yeah.
And its trajectory too. I forget what the percentage is. It was like,
it's hitting all these, it's going by Mars, Venus, and it's going to go close by Earth, and the odds of that are pretty low, just randomly happening. And it's on the same plane of the solar system.
Right. It's kind of going right past everything.
Yeah, it's like a plate. So it's on our plane, which is also unusual, I guess. But
interesting stuff, man.
Yeah, I got to go home and I'm missing something.
You got a different TikTok feed, don't you? Not the same one that I have. Yeah. I got this guy on mine, right? all the weird stuff. I like the weird stuff. Yeah, so you science background, big into space and NASA. The medical thing was just something that you kind of saw as an opportunity.
So the science thing is what I knew and what the company started at during COVID. All my sales, it was a little scary time. All my sales went down. It was interesting because it started in China, right?
Okay.
So all my manufacturers are in China, just closed down. And I'm like, okay, well, I have enough inventory for 3 months. We'll be okay for this 2 weeks, which is not 2 weeks. And then, then it hit Europe first. So all my sales in Europe started going just 0, 0, 0. I'm like, oh no. And then it hit the US and all my sales were going to zero. I didn't have inventory. And so what can I do to survive? What can the company do? And so I started looking into getting FDA registration and selling medical equipment. So I got the company registered with the FDA. Nice. And we sold nasal swabs for COVID testing, which which was a huge business for a while.
Gangbusters.
Yeah, it's considered medical equipment, so it's got to go through FDA channels. But for a while it was huge, and then it stopped. But
that's one of those things when COVID hit, you look back and go, man, if I'd have bought stock in the right things or been on that front that you were on, it was there. Look, there's always a way to make money.
It helped me out when COVID was coming. Food trucks rolling.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Because
nobody
restaurants
was going
were
out.
shut down.
Restaurants were shut down. I was busy.
You're still open?
Huh?
Yeah, you're open still.
Yeah, the restaurant wasn't open though.
The
right?
restaurant wasn't open, but the food truck was.
Yeah.
I was just building the restaurant during COVID. People thought I was crazy.
I still think you're crazy, but
everybody's shut down, and I'm trying to find. Hey, you want to sell those tables? Get that oven out of you too, right there.
Yeah, right. It was a good time to buy.
It was a good time to buy because they was like, I'm getting out of this lease, man. They're like, you can buy anything you want to buy. Yeah. So it worked out for me. Like the swab worked out for you.
Yeah.
Going into homes, HOA communities worked out for me because I was busy 4 times a week.
Oh yeah.
Well, and funny enough, it worked out for me because in the construction space with what I do, everybody wanted to go to touchless, waveless sensors for activations for things. And so businesses were shut down. I won't name them here, but big businesses here locally in the Seattle area were shut down, and we were revamping everything for when they opened back up. Oh, yeah. We even got into the acrylic space for a little bit, putting up those acrylic guards and everything. So it
was big business for a while.
It was big business. It was acrylic manufacturers, man. You couldn't get that stuff anywhere. It was hard to get. It was really hard to get. There was a local guy that was sold out, and then he couldn't replenish his stock because all the factories that were making it were shut down too. So wild time. So you've got 2 kids, correct?
Yep.
All right. How old are your kids?
Remy is 8 years old.
Okay.
Is at North Elementary, 3rd grade. And then Emil is 6 months old.
Well, congratulations.
7 months in 2 days.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you want to see change here for the youth?
I'd like to see, so we have a lot of land. The city owns a lot of land by the city, and a lot of it's undeveloped. I'd like to see more parks so we can run around. In the day in the weekend when there's nothing to do and we can go to the playground, just run around the park. I'd like to see more of that.
Right.
Yeah, like to see more after school programs if we could. I've been talking to the founder of the chess club around here, and it'd be kind of nice to have a kids chess club.
That would be
something
cool.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
More after school programs and more playgrounds, more parks.
Do you have an area specifically for like playgrounds that you'd be looking at, or?
Well, I would love to get something down in the marina.
Down in the marina area,
That'd be good to have a playground there.
Sure. I know they were talking about trying to do like a splash pad down there.
Yeah,
and
with the
stuff at one
steps. So that was approved by the council.
Mhm.
And now that the bid's been approved, so construction is going to start soon. There will be a small splash pad and then like a little small play area.
point. Okay, that's cool.
But it'd be cool to see a big playground down there. too.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Now, what's the splash pad? That's the one where the water shoots up out of the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure I'm on the right page. I don't want to do if
We're
it's
gonna go from comets.
If it was coming around, if it was coming around Neptune and going around the sun.
No, we're jumping from comets to COVID to playgrounds. Okay, we're going all over the map on this one.
But parks is a good thing, for kids. I mean, where I grew up at, there's a lot of parks. I mean, I could go anywhere and play basketball or, the seesaws or the merry-go-rounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you look at basketball courts in the city. There's half of one at Midway.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only one that I know of.
Yeah, and so we need more of these type of things. If you go to the field house, you're familiar with your field house, that old like building that was built in 1930s. Where they have like the Parks and Rec.
Yeah, right down by the marina.
So they have two baseball fields completely unused. But if you go to Stephen J. Underwood Park, there's all these brand new baseball fields. So we don't need those at the field house. I think we can convert that into more soccer fields, or maybe put like half a court, basketball court, something like that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe get Hamp down there to cut a ribbon or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. I mean, anytime you can get any kind of recreational involved in anything, especially with a place where kids are and keeps their mind busy, because out of mind is a devil workshop,
Well, for sure. And I think getting kids outside is more important now than ever, with all the electronics, right? The tablets, the phones. We had a birthday party up here last night. And I came up a few times. Not talking trash. My kids do the same thing. They're teenage. Well, my youngest is 18, but I came up here a few times. They were just on their phones, man. Just on their phones. I'm like, you guys hanging out? Like, we got karaoke. We got stuff, just on their phones, man.
With having fun on their phone?
I guess they're having a good time. I don't know.
But like you say, you need to get out of the house, because we were never in the house growing up as kids.
No.
We were shooting marbles, throwing spinning tops.
I wasn't allowed in the house when I was a kid.
No, get out. Yeah, exactly.
Get outside, come back when it gets dark.
Play some football in the street,
I'm thirsty. There's a hose.
Turn that water on. It's hot till it cool off.
Get that rubber taste. That's what's wrong with us now.
To get the grass off the end that was sitting in the hole.
You got to hold it like this first, so it washes the hose off. Washes itself off.
So it needs to get the kids out of the house. So that's good. Like I say, go back. That's a good idea, because right now it's just this.
Yep.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How long something like that do you think would take, like getting it through and passed? And I mean, you got to build a budget, right? You got to build a construction.
So if you look at the field house, converting the...
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a smart move. You take that right off the bat.
It's right, because if you just want to plant grass on it to put the soccer field, that'll be really quick.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's already there. You can just kind of probably spread some grass seeds, put a little fertilizer, and next season we got more.
Keep it up
more
a
grass.
little bit. Yeah. Very
if you want to build a basketball court, probably takes a little longer, but it's not that much money to build
Not
these
much.
things.
No, I mean, you're talking concrete pad and a
Yeah.
hoop. It's not too bad.
Yeah,
Not too bad
the
at all.
general fund for the city is $26 million. So that's kind of the big ticket items, and that's a lot of debate. But for something building a small court, I think that's going to be what, 20,000 maybe.
It all
50.
depends on what you use for the format, for the floor. I mean,
Yeah.
the goals, shouldn't be that much just to frame it out, but.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's more complicated with permitting and stuff, but I don't see
That part,
this-
could be.
That's about 10 years right there.
That's a Washington State thing. And the
That's
city
about
thing.
10 years right there. So you can take your time with that.
That's something I've heard from businesses around the city, that permitting is an issue.
We talked about that on with Kevin Schilling.
Yeah.
We were talking about permitting what Hamp goes through for his restaurant and everything.
Yeah.
And we were just talking before we came in here about what he's got to do tomorrow.
Well, and the permitting for your space here too, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
That's a back and forth, and just like you said, I know you know him. I don't know what the hell's going on. You've had conversations between the city and the state. They say two different things.
Yeah. And he heard my conversation as well,
Yeah.
because I actually played for him, so he heard just what it is. I mean,
Somebody tell me what the hell to do, right?
I know the state overrules everything. When
Okay.
It comes down to the city.
Yeah.
The state say this, they say this, I say this. They say, nope, you don't need anything. Okay, I'm good. Just the state telling me this, so I'm okay with it.
See, I'm unclear on all that, and I think the big reason why is like, let's take marijuana. Federally illegal, but legal in Washington State. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know
then
who
every
wrote
city
right
has
to.
different rules on it.
Right, exactly. So the whole, I guess you would think that if it was federally illegal, you could make it, or it couldn't be made legal. But if it was federally legal, each state could make it illegal. Like the state, like the federal level is going to set the highest or lowest mark. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
See, when I thought about it, I think about it all the time. I got my liquor license through the state.
Right.
So the state tells me exactly what to do.
Because the
what I
state
can't
runs
do. 'Cause the
liquor,
state runs
cannabis, tobacco.
runs all that.
Yeah.
So it would be different if the city of Des Moines had given me my liquor license.
Right.
But it's the state that
Right.
gave me my liquor. So they call the shots.
Right.
They come, you can't do this, you can't do this. Okay, you can do this, you can do this, as long as you follow the guidelines, you know. So that's why in that phone conversation, they said that they have no say-so because they were not partners with them.
Right.
So that makes a whole lot different. I keep thinking about it every day, and it makes more sense.
Think about it every day. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
It's in my head.
I'm checking in at Creole Soul at 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else asleep.
Yeah, hell yeah, I was asleep. Well, let me ask you
But
that.
I think that's permitting is one of the reasons all
gonna
these
say.
vacant lots are around here.
Yeah.
There's no businesses are just don't want to do business with the city of Des Moines because there's just this perception that it's too
Right.
hard to do. So they'll just go to Burien, they'll go further away, but that's why nothing's really happening here.
We had Tony Hetler on here,
Yeah.
and he's done real estate in the area forever, and we were talking about some of these empty lots and why they're empty, and permitting was a lot of it, permitting and logistics and all that. So is that something that you think you'd be able to, is that part of what city council can get involved with?
Yeah, for sure. If I'm elected, I'm one of 7. So everything I do, which is going to be a little different than what I'm used to, but everything I do, you got to get at least 3 other people to go with you on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, we can put an effort on making permitting easier. And we can put an effort on talking to every of these landlords, the vacant landlords, and ask him, what can we do to help? What are you trying to
let's
do
get
with
these
this?
lots
Yeah,
developed.
let's do something with it. And
yeah.
maybe find some developers and do the connection between those vacant lot owners and
for sure.
the developers.
Like I said, I have a permit for probably 10 different cities except this one.
Yeah.
For the food truck.
Yeah.
Because it's too difficult.
You don't have a permit for Des Moines?
For the food truck, no.
Oh, really?
No.
They don't allow it, right?
No way.
Oh, they allow it.
Well, you can't have a mobile food truck. It has to be stationary.
Yeah, they want me to park it. Yeah.
You, your business is here.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. This has been a conversation been going on
Wait.
for a long.
Putting Des Moines on blast.
So I got permits.
We do
for,
that sometimes.
I got Kent. I got Auburn. I got Renton. I got Puyallup. I got King County and Pierce County permits from the Board of Health, and I can do all those. When I go to get a permit for my food truck for the city of Des Moines, they want to know, is it mobile or is it stationary? I said, it's mobile. They're like, well, I have to get a permit for every place I go to do business.
Right.
Which I would like to see y'all change that. Just one
And the
permit.
other cities don't make you do that.
Yeah. No, not at all.
No, you go down, park at Lowe's sometimes.
I
right?
go park at Lowe's in Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one permit for the city of Kent, and I can do any kind of business I want in Kent. I got one for CTEC as well.
You might have to talk to the business owners, but for the city itself, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and the problem is when you don't have no permitting and you're not working in Des Moines, we don't get the sales tax.
Right.
Des Moines.
I mean,
the
that's
city
huge, right?
Yeah. The city has budget problems, and the way to fix that is to get more businesses.
I just think it's so strange. Why wouldn't they make it a little bit easier for things like that, right? I mean, because from the research I've done, Des Moines is a little broke right now.
Yep.
So you're trying to get elected to go into kind of a little bit of mess that's got to be cleaned up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you ready for that?
How do you feel about that?
Well, I got 4 years to maybe clean up,
There you go.
but it's hard to come in when things are tough financially.
But hey, I give you credit, man. I mean, you're still going out there. You know what I mean? You could say, "No, I'll wait and see if things get better, and I'll run next time."
Yeah, and the easy way to fix the budget crisis is to increase taxes. But I think that should be the last resort. We should not go right away with it. So let's try the other ways. Let's try to get more businesses down here.
Yeah, I did read that on your website that you don't want to raise taxes for everyone right now. That's not your
right now.
idea.
Yeah, it's not the first. I do want a balanced budget, and I'd like to have reserves in the budget, but I don't think we should raise taxes in the first thing we try. Let's try all the other things we can do beforehand.
So from what I read, you're hoping that bringing more people to the waterfront, right? Yeah. Trying to get people to come spend money here in Des Moines would be the route to go if possible. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've been to the airport lately, but I step out the plane back in September, and there's a big ad as soon as you come out. It's like, come visit Normandy Park. It is Des Moines. It's half the picture is Des Moines. It's taken from the marina, and it's like, no, why?
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, come on, Normandy Park.
Somebody's cheating.
But we should have something like that. Come visit Des Moines.
Right.
I was at the quarter deck last summer, and I saw this couple with a suitcase. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And they're on the layover, 4-hour layover from Reno to somewhere else, and they want to be by the water. Okay. That's the closest place to be by the water. Yeah. So they took an Uber 10 minutes to where they're here. They're enjoying their time, and they're coming back. But no one knows about this. Right. There's 53 million passengers a year at the airport. No one knows about Des Moines.
Well, and I've heard people call it the Waterland City, right? You get Waterland Arcade. We had Waterland Pride in here. And they were handing things out Waterland, and they're like, where's that? Like, people don't even know that Des Moines is the Waterland City because we're right on the water, you know? Yeah, Normandy Park, I think the Cove is the only place you can get to the water, right? And that is private.
Yeah,
Isn't it? Yeah. I have friends that live in that area, so we could go to the Cove with them. But
I take the food truck. I take the food truck out to the Cove because they have music every Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great place. Yeah.
So I do that all the time, you know.
Yeah, Normandy Park lets you go in.
Yeah. Right on in.
I have been to the Cove, kayaking from here to the Cove. Yeah. And I didn't know it was private when I first got there, but I got it by the sea, and there was no security there. So I was able to walk around.
Hey, this is nice. Yeah. That's funny. So I know that we have the marina. Yep. And that's a big draw for us. Yep. I think was it Matt Pena in here, and he was telling us that the reason why they rushed on building the marina initially is because it was going to be more difficult to build in the future, and I think now we don't have anywhere else to build any more marinas in the area.
Yeah, and from what I've talked to people, you can't even expand it. Now this is the footprint we have. We can't put the breakwater longer. This is all we have. Right. And so at least it's there. It brings a lot of money from all the boaters that rent, they lease space to be there, and then
more there, right?
Yeah, and then the fuel too. The fuel, it's one of the only fuel docks around, so boats will come just to get fuel and then take out.
I have a buddy that's got a boat moored down there, and he jumps on it, and they go to like Ruston, you know, or they'll go to I think Oak Harbor. Is it Oak Harbor? I can't remember. Anyways, there's a couple places where they can go, park the boat, get off, have lunch. That's what we need to focus on down here, I think.
And that's what they're trying to do with the steps. Yeah. So the idea is that they can moor and then kind of go up the steps and go downtown and come to Curl Soul and have some food
there. You go.
Soul, catfish, alligator.
The greens that took that lady back to her roots last night.
Yeah. Lady last night had some of my collard greens, the kind I grew up with. That's kind I said.
The kind you put your foot in, right?
The kind I put my foot in, yeah. Let me ask you this, what happened to the water taxi that was going back and forward?
It broke down. So
I'm glad I wasn't on that trip.
Because I thought that was good business.
It was cool. Yeah, it was always busy. And it was like, you would just go down to Marina, go to Seattle, and just kind of walk around and then come back here. And supposedly people from Seattle could come here and visit Des Moines. I don't think they really did that. But it was always packed. And then they were supposed to come back, and the ferry broke down, and then that was that. Yeah. And so they're still looking to do something like that. Mm-hmm. They're trying to work with the state and the King County, and because we should be part of the whole Washington State ferry system. It'd be nice to have a ferry come here. Yeah. They would like to do electric, which I would support.
We're talking about that,
but it doesn't really exist right now. So let's do something that works right now.
Weren't they talking about putting some charging stations down there for the few electric boats that do exist currently?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That'd be nice to have here.
Yeah, and there is, and this is a secret. We're gonna say it real quiet. Be quiet. There is potential for some more businesses down on the waterfront.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the quarter
we've heard about that.
Dude.
Dude, shut your mouth. Hey,
Talk
look,
about that off the mic, all right?
the way permitting goes, it ain't gonna happen. But I'm just saying, like, we could have more stuff down.
I know where 2 containers at.
Hey, look, now you're talking too much. Now you're talking too much.
So if you look at the businesses in Marina right now, you have Anthony's. They own that area, so
Right.
that's that. But the other businesses are city property, so they have a lease that's renewed every 5 years. The quarter deck and the CSE boat fixing place.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, so the city can put other things there, or they can decide to put other businesses down there. I think something like a footprint of quarter deck, something like that, or maybe a little
Right.
restaurant, something.
Wait,
Too much. I'm talking too much.
I actually don't know what you guys are talking about, so I'm just talking about what I would think.
we've had some people on the podcast that have shared some things that basically align with that. So my question would be, what do you think the city could do to help drive that, to help try to get somebody like Creosoul to maybe want to be right down there by the water, to help people want to come to the marina, to get off the boat, to have a beer, to have, some food.
A gumbo shop or something
Watch
like that.
watch the New Orleans Saints play. Or
So
the
that's-
Arizona
yeah.
Cardinals.
Or buy some beignets. Coffee.
There you
So
go.
that's city property. The city can decide this plot of land wherever they want in the marina will have a business there, and then ask whoever wants to be there into business.
Can they
And
do incentives? Do you? I know. So let me ask you this before I really dig into it. Is this the first political position you've run
Yes,
for?
yes. So
you're
yeah,
new to this.
yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what questions you'll
So
actually
maybe
know.
don't take
but-
everything I say for
Sure,
truth. Yeah.
sure. No, that's fair. You know more than us. That's for sure.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you know more than us,
would you think an incentive program for getting a business down in that area would be something this city could be interested in or should be interested in?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But I
Right.
actually don't know that you need incentive. If you get this space, you say, hey, do you want whoever wants to come here?
Yeah.
Come and talk to us. And I think they would be interested to do that. To be right by the water. There's not that many
Sure.
places around here that
Yeah.
are available.
Incentive, I guess, more not so much like tax cuts or something, like trying to keep Microsoft in the area, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're going to get massive incentives, but more like maybe make it a little bit more affordable because from what I understand, it's not cheap. So
As in what they pay for the city as a lease?
the
or-
lease, yeah.
Yeah.
And
But,
developing and everything else, because
yeah.
you're going to have to put something down there, right?
Yep.
So just something I've been thinking about because like I said, we talked to a few people that were talking about it and we're like, that'd be a great spot to have any kind of a business.
And if you're a business owner and you invest money to build a small restaurant or something, it's not your property. You're going to spend this money to build
Exactly.
it, and you only have a 5-year lease. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's
So maybe that's something. I mean, and again, this is all money, and Des Moines is hurting right now.
Yep.
But maybe they invest in building the buildings themselves and then lease the buildings out.
that's a possibility.
Right.
You know where those old garages by the marina are? They're all
Yes.
breaking down. Yeah, there's space there to do something with
they're
it.
they're going to get rid of those, right?
Yeah, that place, I think I used to store some stuff there when
I was looking at it for
Susan
my little
Novak.
14-footer, but I heard they're going to get rid of them.
One idea they have is to do a boat storage.
Mm-hmm.
So like a 3-story boat dry dock storage,
Right.
which would bring a lot of revenue to the city. But
Yeah.
that's pretty tall. It's like 35 feet tall.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a massive structure in
Yeah.
the marina. So it brings a lot of money, but I don't know if that's the way we want to go going forward.
It's
Not
tough
sure.
too because being that we have the marina, and we have all the mooring for the boats, that's huge. Like Ruston, have you been to Ruston in Tacoma? Ruston Point?
Is that the one north?
It's
So north of the port of Tacoma? Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
They did a great job,
Yeah.
but it's solely focused on shopping,
Yeah.
dining. You know what I mean? And I think it'd be different if they had a marina down there. They
Yeah.
don't, right? So they're focusing on the waterfront that they have and getting people to go out there and shop and be next to the water, and that's great. But there's a ton of revenue coming from the marina, being able to moor boats and have people coming that way.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
can
kind of a
we-
tough balance.
And
you
can
know?
we do both here? Or do we got to choose?
Right.
And it's
Right.
a limited footprint. It's better than over there, but yeah.
I saw as well that you were looking at a carbon neutral footprint.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about our carbon emissions.
Okay.
The world where we're going with it.
Yeah. I'm curious your thought. You have any kind of plan there? I mean, that's a tough one, right? I agree with you 100%, but
Well,
like,
to get the city itself carbon neutral, I don't think it'd be too hard. We live in Washington State.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed to live here, where it's most electricity coming from hydroelectric. So if we switch things to electric, we'll be almost all the way there. I got the opportunity to go with the chief of police on the ride along, and I was chatting with him. And one of the things he'd like to see someday is to electrify the police fleet. He thinks it makes more sense. You save money on gas.
Yeah.
'Cause you just and you probably can't get enough electricity and the battery charge to last a day of patrols.
okay.
And so if we can switch that fleet to electric and fleet switch most of the other fleet to electric, that's almost all the way there to carbon neutral for the city.
Interesting. What about what do you drive personally?
A Tesla.
You do drive Tesla?
Electric car.
Is that your only vehicle?
2 Teslas.
2 Teslas?
Wow.
Okay. No, that's cool. They're cool cars.
White, yeah.
My question is always just that, and I mean, I used to think it was a stupid thought. Now that I think back, but I used to think like, well, the battery dies, right? Well, duh. I mean, cars run out of gas. There's really no difference, right? You're either filling your tank or charging your battery. But what happens when we have like a bad electrical, a brownout, a blackout, for days? I know since I've lived here, we've had a couple that, not in Des Moines, but in Renton, I had one where we were out for like 3 days. I have heard back, man, this is like in the late 80s, early 90s, I think. There was a big ice storm here. And it rained, and then the ice hit, and it tore all the electrical lines down. And power was out for like months for some people. Like, what do we do in a situation like that?
Well, we need to have a big emergency generator.
Yeah.
And if we have the police station be electric, then you have a big generator there where they can charge, and then we can charge other things for the city and for citizens at the emergency charger. Mm-hmm. So I think that would kind of take care of it. Okay. But now you talk about emergency situations. A good thing we have in Des Moines that people don't talk much about, we have the marina. We're the only place where kind of supplies are coming. If everything's shut down, if the freeways are shut down, air traffic shut down, supplies can come here to the marina, fuel and food and all that, and kind of go to all the cities around us. Right. So that's something we got to look out for.
So we should be, hey, you guys want to use our marina?
A little fee for all the nearings.
You got a little line right there at the front of the road. Come on, pay up. You got to use what you got, right? You got to use what you got.
Cash. We take cash.
So what would be another move? Like, do you think, well, we don't have a taxi now, and you can't really ask people to go like to electric boats or anything like that, but kind of getting that set up, charging stations out there to have that opportunity, kind of move that direction as well.
Yep.
Okay,
I think so. And then entice homeowners to switch to electric as well.
Yeah.
And I know the state is going that route. PG Sound Energy is going that route, and so just kind of accelerating that.
They have incentives, right, for putting in like charging stations for your vehicles in your home and stuff?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about, is solar a big thing out here? I know it is in Arizona where I'm from. I mean, it's Arizona. It's all sun.
As you've noticed today, it is kind of dark.
It is kind of dark
in the winter. But no, it works pretty well.
They still charge, though, right? Just not as efficiently,
Yeah.
Right.
It's expensive to put solar panels up. I was thinking of doing it myself, and then after the storm yesterday with all the wind, I'm like, nah, I gotta leave professionals to do it.
That's funny.
But I've seen a lot of neighbors having solar panels, and then if they get the battery backup system with it, then they're on their own. And if there's power outage, it doesn't matter to them.
I love the idea, man. Yeah. I mean, that'd be great.
Yeah. But you would have to have the battery pack too.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could still do it during the day.
I just wouldn't rely on the sun here at all.
No, I don't think you can go direct anyways. You have to have a battery system that it charges, and then you run off the battery system. It's just how big is your battery bank, right? Yeah. And that's where the Tesla wall ideas came in, right? Yeah. And I don't know much about it, but he was basically, Tesla, I don't know who was doing it, but they were designing a wall or multiple walls, right, in your home that would be battery banks, and you would just charge your walls essentially. Yeah. What do you think about that,
Ham? Things used to be simple.
Yeah, not no more, man. Not no more. So what do you want everyone to know about the platform that you're running on? If they're voting for you, what are they getting? What's your I know we kind of touched on them, but let's just kind of run back through. If we go on your website, what do you really want people to know?
Well, the main reason I'm running to be on the city council is I want to have at least one person on the council with young kids. It turns out that Des Moines is a younger city than the national average. There's a quarter of the population that are under 18, so it's actually a young city.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we often, especially if you walk around here, it seems like it's an older city.
Yes, it does.
But it is not.
Sure.
And so I think we should definitely look out for kids, and it's the generation that comes after us.
Yeah,
and so I want to focus on that. I also want to focus on the budget. As we discussed, the budget's not doing too great right now, and we need to at least stabilize it, have a balanced budget, and try to put more money into our savings. Right now, we're down to 2 months or less of expenditures and savings. And if anything happens, some downturn in the economy or like a natural disaster, we would be in trouble. So I'd like to get that at least to 6 months of savings.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, and then my third point in the platform is to protect our environment. We are so blessed to be here. It's so pretty and beautiful, and we're 6 miles of coastline. We have a beautiful forest, and I want to keep it as nice now, if not nicer, for when my kids are older.
Yeah, definitely. No, I like it. I like it. All great things, all things we need to do, and all great ideas. And I hope that if you get in there, you're able to make some of those things happen.
It's one thing to say it. Yeah.
It's one thing to say it.
Listening to the man talk, I think you guys should cast your vote. You understand? I'm just going to start right there. Cast your vote correctly, because, a lot of family around here.
There is.
The guys, family orientated.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it that way. Make an easy choice, make an easy vote.
There you go.
Thank you, Nathan.
Let's touch on, you are part of Des Moines Legacy Foundation.
Yes. I'm the vice president of the Des Moines Legacy Foundation. You've had Patrice and Oscar, right? Lately, yeah.
Yeah, Patrice, Oscar. So that being said, you have done some stuff with the city, right? You've been involved. So you're not just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like you've been involved in a lot of things. Does Des Moines Legacy Foundation, do you play with the city well, I guess is what I'm trying to ask. Do you guys do anything together? Are you familiar with working with the city through that entity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we work very closely with them. I'll give you an example. During the summer at Midway Park, it's a park by the freeway.
Yes.
It's there's a lot of lower income parents out there and kids. And so in the summer when there's no school, the kids are kind of left off for themselves because the parents have to work and they don't go to daycare or anything. And so they're kind of on their own at the park. So what Des Moines Legacy Foundation did, and we paid the city $10,000 to have the city hire 2 full-time, people to work during the week to watch those kids and kind of provide food and kind of supervision.
Yeah, and some of that was from the sneaker ball, correct?
Yeah. That's part of the money that we did for the sneaker ball. And so it kind of gave something for those kids to do in the summer. And so that was a very close partnership with the city. In the end, it was us paying the city and the city employing those people that work there.
Yeah, but that's a good partnership.
Yep.
That's you getting experience working with the city.
Yep.
Was it through Des Moines Legacy Foundation that you were like, I want to kind of move into city council? Was that prior to? How did your desire to move into city council come about?
I wanted to be more involved with the city.
Okay.
And so I got involved with the Des Moines Legacy Foundation. That was great, and we do a lot of good things in it, but it's limited in terms of budget and what it can do. And that kind of gave me the nugget of idea. Let's try to shoot bigger.
Let's go a little farther.
Let's do a little more of what I want to see in the city.
Okay, cool. Was any aspirations to go into politics prior to this, or was it just more born out of loving the city, wanting to do more for the city, having young kids?
I mean, I've always been kind of interested in politics,
Okay.
kind of interested in the political science part. It's the part of things.
Okay.
But I don't know. I wasn't sure I was going to do anything like that someday.
What's the experience been like so far running? And
campaign is more than I thought.
Well, I was telling you out there, we had Kevin Schilling on last week, and what did he say? 10,000 doors he knocked on, right?
Yeah.
10,000 doors he's knocked on, 4,200 some odd people that he's spoken to.
Yeah.
1 dog bite.
It wasn't Star.
It wasn't Ham's dog. Not this time.
Yeah, I launched my campaign in May, and it's been a lot more than I expected. There's been a lot since then. It's all these events. And the thing is, you don't know what works and what doesn't. There's no feedback, and I'm not used to that.
Sure.
And I'm kind of a scientist, and there's one way to do things, and you see what works, what doesn't. Here, I have no idea. I'll know next week or maybe 2 weeks from now what worked. Well, if it worked, but even then, I don't know what specifically worked.
Well, it's tough too, because talking to people, people are people, and they'll shine you on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can be nice to you. They can. Do you know what I'm talking about? People being nice to you.
No comment.
No comment. We have people, oh man, we want to rent the lounge and blah, blah, blah. And you never hear from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just, and that's small potatoes compared to running for any form of office. So it's hard to say, oh yeah, like Kevin was saying, I get positive feedback from a lot of people. Yeah, but you don't know until they actually cast that vote. So that's tough.
And it's been hard campaigning, especially with a newborn, when I don't have enough sleep and I'm just completely sleep deprived. I don't know what's going on. I got to be on my game.
Well, give a shout out to your wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
she
was very helpful.
She's got to be very supportive to be helping you go through this with a new baby at the same time.
Yeah. There's time where we're like, oh, what am I doing? Why have I decided to do that?
So what do you think, if you win, if you get in office, I mean, the dedication of time there, right? It's going to be even more than campaigning, I would assume.
Well, officially, technically, it's 3 or 4 hours, one city council meeting a week,
Right.
3 times a month.
Sure.
So that is kind of the required time, which is more of a part-time job.
Right.
But really, if you're there, you got to spend the time to look at the issues and know what you're voting on.
Right. Well, I assume like anything else, right? I mean, when I leave work, I'm not always done with work. You know what I mean? So it's going to be one of those things. If you have projects you're working on in the background, just because you're not at the meeting doesn't mean you're not going to be working on them, right?
Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah.
So it'll be, but at least there's not the stress of, I have 4 years. I'm elected 4 years if I'm there, and I don't have to stress about what's going to happen. And I can see results of what I do.
Yeah.
And I can vote on something, and then the next week work starts happening. And that will be gratifying, I think.
Very cool, man. So you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited for it to be over, too. Win or lose, it'll be nice. And then we can
Fair enough. Let's say you win. What's your plan? I mean, that day, that night. You
I
got a
know
party?
his plan.
You do a
He's going
party?
to have a celebration at Creole. So.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's. Pierre's like, wait, what?
If you want to have one last rumble, you want to
Yeah.
have a speech or something, rally or something. We use rally down south.
Yeah.
You can
Careful.
gather all your people.
Careful.
Are you open on Tuesday?
If you want me to be open
Yeah.
on Tuesday,
All right.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, not a problem at all. We can make headquarters. You want to make.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I've had people ask me, are you going to do a watch party?
Right.
And I said, I don't think for our race we have like CNN with Wolf Blitzer with
was
the
gonna
different
ask,
districts
yeah.
of Des Moines. I don't think that's like that.
Local news, right? They'll cover it maybe. You might have to just go
For
online.
like a little snippet here and there,
Yeah.
perhaps, and it may not be apparent that night who won. It may take
Right.
longer, but
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be kind of nice to do something that
It
night.
would be fun.
And then that weekend, I'm thinking of just going off grid somewhere.
There you go. Fair enough.
Just like,
Fair enough.
not
Little
talk to
decompress
anyone
time.
for a while. Yeah.
Spend a little time with the wife, the kids.
Yeah. And then
Makes
it's
sense.
I wouldn't take office until January 1st.
Okay.
So there's a few months, but during that time, it's time to kind of get caught up in everything and talk
Yeah.
to all the city employees and see how the city functions.
Right.
We, as candidates, we have kind of a glimpse of what's going on. They'll answer questions if we have them, but it's kind of limited still.
Right.
But if elected, then I can.
Go time.
Yeah.
Who you're replacing someone, correct?
Tracy
Tracy.
Buxton, the
Okay.
mayor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's stepping down.
She's
and
stepping
so
down.
Her seat was open.
And if I remember correctly, Harry Steinmetz is deputy mayor currently.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so then after this election, will city council votes in a new mayor, correct?
Correct. Yeah. And
Okay.
a new deputy mayor.
And a new deputy mayor. Okay, all right. So
And Harry's running also against
Harry's
David
running.
Danino. And
Yes.
so depending on how that goes.
Right, that's interesting. I'd be curious to see who ends up being mayor.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I wonder. We might have to get them in. You know, Tracy never came in.
She
Oh, you
never-
should invite her. She'll
I
come
did
in.
several times.
Oh, well, okay.
Put her on blast.
She's been to Creole Soul a few times.
I know. I met her several times. Gave her a card. Told her I'd love to have her on the podcast. Talked to her with Harry because we had Harry on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure she's busy. I'm not throwing shade at all. I just said, here's my information. Let me know when you want to come on. And she must have never found time. So
Well, after she steps down, she might have a little more time.
there you go. maybe she's waiting until after
Yeah,
that.
perhaps,
Then
yeah.
she's going to come on. And what we'll do is we'll wait till after you win, and then we're going to have you come in. You give us all the inside dirt, okay?
I heard the whole mayor game is crazy after
Yeah.
the election because there's only 7 people and there's all this. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But we'll see how people try to get favors and how they,
It is interesting. Is every city council that way, or is that just the way Des Moines is set up? Because you can vote. Some cities vote for the mayor, correct?
Yeah. So we have a mayor which is elected by the city council. And it's more of a kind of a figurehead. They preside over the meeting, but they don't have really more power than other
okay.
city council members. In other cities, the mayor is
Right.
instead of a city manager, they'll have a mayor take care of all the day-to-day work.
Gotcha.
In our city, we hire a city manager that handles all the day-to-day.
Okay. Do you think that's a better system?
For a small city, I think so.
Okay.
Because you want someone that knows what they're doing, that has experience of running a city. It's a lot of
Yeah.
moving parts. And in a small city like ours, there may be a mayor that can do it, but what if there's none? What if there's a year there's no one that has the experience and you're stuck with, someone
Sure.
that doesn't know what they're doing? So I think it's
Right.
good for smaller cities to have a city manager type.
A little bit of a check and balance kind of thing going
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
That makes sense.
I've never met the city manager, but I heard she was.
Oh, you should invite her to this podcast.
Yeah,
though.
Everyone's welcome, man. We're here. We're here.
Okay.
We just got to have the right ends. That's all.
I'll shoot her an email.
You should.
Yeah, and I got an email and see if she wants to come on.
Yeah.
Be glad to have her on and definitely talk with her, face to face.
I feel like you might have some questions.
Oh, I got 100 questions.
She would have all the answers.
I'm sure she would. I heard she was really good at her job. Though, so
I like her.
you know, I like
Matt
people
Pina
that
spoke high of her. Harry spoke high of her.
I like people that are good at their job. You know, whether it's good news or bad news, I want to hear. I'd rather hear from somebody who's good at their job.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, who wants to talk to somebody that's bad at their job?
You got some people out there like, okay, yeah, I might try that. You know? But keep it on the down level.
There you go.
The city manager works for the council, and something I found out is that they can replace her at any time.
Oh, really?
Just 4 people on the council can decide to.
Like basically vote her off.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's just like, you know, to be a mayor, you know, I mean, you got to be well liked out of the 7 people.
Yeah.
You got to be liked by 4 people to get the mayor. You know, like I would just somebody vote me in. I don't like him. I don't like him either. Let's keep that clown out.
You know, I get along with a lot of people. I think I'm a people person for the most part, but I don't know if I'd want to run for anything ever. You know, I just don't think that that's my path. Have you found it difficult to kiss hands and shake babies? I know I said it backwards.
Doctors tell us not to shake babies now.
Okay. Don't shake babies. Yeah. Nobody shake babies.
So I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy the shaking hands and meeting new people, learning about them. But it's always been kind of one-on-one I'm good at. And the speaking to crowds is public speaking has always been difficult for me as a kid.
Yeah.
But I've gotten much better. As anything in life, you just got to practice.
Yeah,
and I've done a lot of that in this campaign, and I'm much more comfortable than I used to be.
It's amazing how big of a role it plays just in life in general.
Yeah.
You know, being able to have a conversation with someone, look them in the eye, talk in front of a group of people, you know. Even in my job, there's been times when you'll have somebody that's really good at their job, but you get them up in front of several people for a meeting or something, and they just crack. You know, it's like, man, can't.
You know, it's funny you say shake hands and stuff like that. When I got hired at Alaska, flight attendant, you know, the thing was to focus on. You had to act like you was running for president because they had plots in there. So you had to go in there smiling, shake everybody's hand because you never knew whose hand you were shaking. You know, and it was like the tone. You know, set the tone for. Okay, maybe this guy can be a flight attendant, or maybe this girl can be a flight attendant. But I mean, I walked around smiling, shaking everybody's hand,
right?
You know, the whole time. You know,
it's like I tell my young guys that come into the field and stuff. You know, I'm like, hey, dress for the job you want. You know what I mean? Act the part. You know, unless you want to be at the very bottom rung forever. You know, you might be new now, but you never know what's gonna come in the future. So, you know, dress the part, act the part. Yeah. What is it? Act like you've been there, right? Act like you've been there.
But I will say, even if I don't win next week, and despite all the work and all, I'm glad that I got the experience to speak, because that's always been something kind of holding me back, I think. And being in with a microphone and a crowd of 200 people, that's you know, hard for anyone, I think.
Well, this is going to go out and anybody can see it. So.
Yeah, true. But there's just you two here. I'll pretend there's no one else.
You know.
So do you think if you win, you'll be looking at, I mean, granted, you got 4 years in the role. Things go well, keep progressing. You can see going further into politics.
I don't know. I got to see how it is. Campaigning's been harder than I thought. And I got 4 years in city council. We'll see how it is. I think it's going to be challenging I can't decide anything on my own. Right. Everything I do, I need to have 3 other people, and it's going to, I don't know how I'm going to be with that.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll see.
It's being part of a team, but you're trying to convince everybody that you've got the best idea, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
Unless you all have the same idea, which is good. You know, that's good. I know we're working with Tina Orwell on some stuff for legislation, and man, I'm learning a lot about how things work in government.
That's
crazy.
Like 100 people. You gotta.
It's crazy. Just the few meetings we've had so far. I don't want to say nothing gets done, but you have to bring in the right people. You know what I mean? The right people have to show up. The right people have to hear what's going on. And you could have an entire meeting. They're like, okay, well, next time we need to have this person included so we can get their opinion on it. And the last meeting we had, just real quick, basically, I forget the lady's name. She was very nice, but she was kind of coaching us on what we want to put in the bill because
the actual wording,
because there's no money right now. And if you submit something that is going to cost anything, it's going to get shot down, and this is statewide. So she's like, get something in that is talking about the cause that you're shooting for, but don't make it cost any money. Whatever thing free you can do, then you can build on that as you go forward. And I'm like, man, like these, I mean, it's a lot of steps. It's like running a business, but you're running a state, right? Or a country. So I don't know. Well, you got anything else, Pierre? I mean, I think we covered everything pretty good. We got your platform. I'm going to get this all out there so people can hear it before voting day. And maybe we'll have a little party down at Creole.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much for having me today, and thank you for what you're doing with the podcast. In Des Moines, we don't have a newspaper. We have the Wonderland blog, and we have you guys kind of long format of local people, and I think it's great what you do. So thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. It's funny because don't know why we did this.
I'm getting ready to tell you, it's Joe's idea.
Yeah,
I'm sitting down there thinking about catfish, and when I need to order, he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, I got a question I want to ask you." I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead. Let's do a podcast." Took about 10 seconds to think about it. I said, "Okay, let's do it." I wanted to do video. He wanted to do audio. So welcome to the cameras.
Yeah. But it's funny because we've had so many people bring that up, that like we're the only ones doing it, or there is no paper, or there is no, and I'm like, I didn't have any motivation behind it. I'm just I think it'd be cool, and it's kind of turned out to what it is. But
I think we need to put one more word on the end of that now, since he said that. Stick Lounge Podcast News.
Hey, we could do like a local news update or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
you do the research for that, though. I got too much going on. We'll come in with Hamp's update, Hamp's weekly update. maybe next season, man.
Yeah,
Maybe
next season. Let's go into next season
right
now. Yeah.
It'll just be, so what I heard at the bar was...
So I had these two people sitting at the bar. This one person said that, "Oh my God," and so on.
It'll be Hamp's Corner. Let me ask you that while you're here, and thank you again for the compliment. Who would you like to see on here? Anybody here locally that you'd like to hear from?
I think you should try to get every council member in there.
Okay.
That'd be nice to have, and city manager,
All right.
our leaders of the government.
We talked about the 50th show.
Yes, we did.
I think the city manager could be in that running.
Okay. Yeah, we're coming up. Well, not super close, but we'll have our 50th episode soon. Sooner than later. The way, I'm already working in 2026, so sooner than later it'll be here. And we were talking about who we should have on for the 50th episode, try and make it kind of a big deal. So
okay, let me think about that.
Yeah, think about it. Let me know. I mean, and Hamp and I are always open to anybody that's listening right now. Hit us up on Instagram. I talked to a few people last night, a couple of local business owners, and even a friend of a lady who is going to start a local reality show, dating show. She's trying to put the pilot together right now. So
local as in
this area, I guess. Oh. Yeah. I don't know a lot about it. It was a very brief conversation. I just said, find us on Instagram, Stick Lounge, and shoot us a message, and we'll set it up. That's how we talked. I mean, I've met you, but we communicated through Instagram, It just makes it easy. It keeps everything in one spot. So.
Can't go in the show.
What?
I can't go in the show.
The dating show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're going to be real sad.
Yeah. So will my wife.
No, but we're trying to get on the greatest food truck race.
Yeah, we try to do that, though, for sure.
He said, would you go on is that what it's called, right?
Yeah, the greatest food truck race.
Well, you're not allowed in this city, though.
No.
Pass around.
I had to go. LA would take me. Chicago would take me.
Not Des Moines.
Not Des Moines.
All right, Hamp, you got anything else for Pierre?
No, I'm good. I'm good, man. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
It was nice talking to you. Good luck. I know you're going to win, so let's just play that party.
Okay.
There you go. Pierre, good luck. I think you deserve the spot. I don't know anything about your opponent, but I like you. And I like your ideas. So
yeah, ideas are great. Ideas are great. Yeah.
All right, guys. Whoa, that was wrong. Running too many things. Stick Lounge Podcast, guys. Thanks.
Game time, interview sharp, cut through like a shank line. Stick lounge, stories unfold, real and raw. From hustlers to dreamers, breaking laws with a claw. Flow warriors, capturing life's conflicts. Sitting across legends, tales flick like black picks. Drop bars, not mics, knowledge, it rains. From the streets to the beats in every vein. Stick lounge podcast, tales heavy with the weight. Real lives, green stories, never fake. Showing hand, digging deep, no facade, untold narrative.